I think we got some visitors for a second.
Hey, Mike, you did make it.
Absolutely. How are you, my young man?
Excellent, excellent.
What's up, Cliff?
Well, guys, forgive us for intruding, but I meant to do it. I just wanted this sharp group of folks to come and to see a little bit of what you are all up to, and good to see you, sir. And maybe get a word or two from you, too, in case they have a question they want to ask you, or in case they want to ask some of these folks in here.
I would rather you ask the guys here, the people here, because in regards to what we're doing, I'd rather you have it from the horse's mouth than just hear me talk about it. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys to answer the questions, unless it's something that they're asking particular to me. Did a couple of questions. What would you like to know? Anyone?
What's the most valuable thing that you learned out of this meeting today?
Well, they asked me many since it's 9 o'clock.
Take action.
Take action.
Take action.
Here's another one, yes.
Yeah, for me, it was just realizing that there's so much that's going on that you just don't know everything. So in faith of learning, I just don't know what I don't know.
There's a lot of resources in this room, and we can lean on each other for each of us to grow our business and work together and get the things done we need to get done. We don't necessarily have to look outside of this room. We got enough here.
Right, to piggyback off of him, for all the things you don't know, or for all the things you think are weaknesses in yourself, somebody in this room has done it, and they can most likely help you with it if you reach out to them.
Awesome. Okay,
You
Linda.
can always improve from yesterday. Tomorrow, you take the day at the you take and move forward with the day that you got. Because how good you are, how great you are, you can always be better.
Excellent. And Linda, before you add, Mike, by the way, Mike, how long you been in business?
15 years maybe.
Okay, and how many deals did you say you did last year?
Not last year, I didn't do any last year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But in a career, I've done over 350.
Okay, there we go. So, just so you know, you can have experience or none, and you can get a great deal out of here. Linda?
I was going to say, well, not so much from today, but over since I've been in it, I've learned what not to do.
Which can be the most important thing.
You saved $500,000 and some change.
Anyone else? Back there in the room. You guys have questions?
Great.
What was the reason, what brought you here? What was the first thing, that, made you decide to make that change?
Me?
To join the mastermind?
Anyone?
Just to get into real estate.
Oh,
What was the thing that really made you decide real estate was it for you?
I can answer that for you.
I'm still trying to figure that out.
It was, I want to say the circumstances you're already in, what you're tired of. They say when you're tired of being tired, you'll begin to make change for yourself. And that's what it was. That's what it was.
Financial freedom.
And the other part was, looking at where you are, and if you have kids or your family, when you can't sit down collectively with people amongst your family, and you have an idea, and there's not enough people to say, okay, I'm in, let's do it, then you need to look at yourself and say, okay, I need to make a change, and I need to put it in motion.
so then you would say financial freedom.
Yes.
Bernard?
I actually love real estate. Every aspect of it.
Yes.
Like finding a deal, negotiating. I like going to look at properties on my spare time. So if you didn't make money from it, I actually would do it for free. I actually been doing it for free because I've been there a lot of times and you make no money from it. But I've had some successes in it. But it's actually one of those unique businesses where you can get exactly what you want out of it. If you say you want $50,000 in one deal or one transaction, there's a deal out there that can give you that. If you want, $10,000 a month residual, it can give you exactly what you asked for if you put forth the work to get it. So that's what I love about it, the most. I'm just passionate about the business in itself.
Jerome?
As long as you're going to be living, somebody always going to need somewhere to live.
Said what I was going to say.
And for me, it was my why that got me in. Because I dropped out of junior high school in 9th grade. I got a 9th grade education. And I I knew that if I didn't find something that I could change my life or my circumstance and my family, I would be working one dead-end job after another. So knowing and discovering people that were successful in real estate turned a light bulb on for me. And then once I discovered it, I said, I gotta do this because I had nothing else to fall back on. So it became my why and my purpose. And like Bernard says, I can work 15, 20 hours if I choose to and think of it as having fun, playing, because I love doing it. And when you get to the point, and I'm not telling you guys have to love real estate, but when you love real estate, no matter how many hours you work, it's never work. It's fun. And that's what it is for me. And you can still make a lot of money and not love real estate. But I'm going to tell you, the people that love real estate, 9 times out of 10, will make a lot more than you. Because it's not work for them. It's love. And that's what it is for me.
Adrian, you have the last word?
So for me, it's about freedom. And I think if you put everybody said together, they're freeing themselves from something. And I think, for me, it's about when you have a job, I can't be boxed in. So when you have a job and you have a resume, then you can only do what the company says you can do. But you might have a passion for something else. In real estate, it gives you so many different things you can do. You might start off doing one thing and decide, I don't want to do that anymore. Tomorrow I want to be a rehabber. Okay, go be a rehabber. Tomorrow you might want to be something else. But it gives you so many options and choices. And to me, that's free. And I'm a free person. So I need to be allowed to do what I want to do. And that's what it gives me. The choice and the opportunity to be whoever I want to be.
And one last point. This is the last one. Bernard said, or touched on this as well. When you have that real estate knowledge, and I think this is probably one of my, should I say, not gonna say my strong point, but one of the things that really, some people say a little bit arrogant about me, is the fact that I know that if I take my pet anywhere in the country, I'll be able to make money with it. Because of the knowledge I have of real estate. So it gives you such a confidence when you feel as though you've gotten a lot of knowledge in this business that you should not go hungry. The only reason you should go hungry in this business is because you're not applying what you know. And that's what it really has. It's really grown to the point where I can place my head anywhere in the country and know that I can be successful in it if I follow the actual steps that's required to be successful in real estate. One more question.
How about the folks that came in late?
And you know what, it also provides, being here provides the power that they said shared knowledge provides. So at least you acquire the knowledge once you get here. Because people say knowledge is power, but it's shared knowledge that actually is power. Because if you have knowledge and you're not sharing it with anybody, you die with it, nobody knows anything about it. But the shared knowledge and, the openness with it. Yeah.
So I'm going to say this because I've been in two worlds today. I was upstairs there, and I'll be with you guys shortly. And something that I shared with you all, I want to make sure that we here as a team here. One of the strong points that I'm telling them about is us, which I think you mentioned a little bit earlier, and I think you mentioned as well. We talk about the group that we are, but we haven't even scratched the surface here yet. Charles has been pushing, and he's been in various ways. He cajoles, he does the, we have a conference call on the line, we have our group meetings. He'll take you to lunch. We should be taking him to lunch sometimes too, wouldn't we? But all of that stuff can be supplemented and augmented by the connections. Like you and I have been working on a couple of deals. If something's going to pop, it's got to pop because we're working on it. Sometimes you find some things you want to find, you've got a hole in the puzzle, just like we talked about. And the hole to that puzzle piece is right here. It's right here, yes.
But touched on something I wanted to say. It's not easy. It's not that hard, but it's not easy either. It's going to require work. But as long as you take the dedication to learn the business, and be consistent with it. What happens a lot of times, people hear, oh, you can close deals in 30 days, and you got to check in 30 days. And then after 30 days, like, oh, this doesn't work. But those people aren't being consistent. You got to work this business every day. Just like, anything that's worth it, you got to put the work into it to get. You get what you put in. You get out what you put in pretty much.
If you treat this business like a hobby, it will eat you alive. You have to treat it like it's a business. And if you don't have the skills to run a business, you need to get with someone or work with someone that will give you those skills to run a business. Because that's what this is. It's a business. So you have to be ready to take on the challenge of being your own CEO of your business.
And the thing that makes it a lot easier is knowing that all your resources are around you. When I was up there earlier, someone asked me about contracts and everything. And how much do you pay for contracts? I haven't paid anything for contracts because of my resources. You know, if you learn how to use it, if you be consistent, learn the knowledge, and utilize your resources, you should be okay.
And after you left, I told them about a resource. Even in this room, even masterminders, we're falling short. We're not using the Real Deal Meetup page enough. How many of you have your name in the directory? Okay, so that's
All of you should have your name in the Real Deal directory.
everybody needs to. You guys need to go in and put your names in
There's
the
a
directory.
directory for you to put your name in there, and you can joint venture and work with other wholesalers, contractors, rehabbers. All of them are in the directory. So it's at realdealmeetup.com at Real Dealer Directory, and it's free.
Free of charge.
So you're able to joint venture with other people to do deals and stuff. Thanks, Cliff. I appreciate you
All right,
guys coming
thank you.
down.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming. I'm gonna come up with you, but then